take a deep breath, count to 3, watch most of my video, and then respond to me. So we're going to play some of this. This is Game & Watch Gallery. Let's see. We're going to do Chef. Let's do Classic. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with this game, you're supposed to catch all the meat. Don't let the cat get it. Don't let the mouse get it. The cat can get it, but the mouse can't get it at the bottom here. Oh, Jesus. So I have a job interview tomorrow. It's a Zoom interview. Now, what kind of jobs am I trying to do? I'm trying to go for librarian or library aide, actually, to be exact. I'm trying to go for crossing guard for children, school crossing. And lastly, recreation and parks leader. Now, it's not easy. I have not worked a job really since the Census Bureau of 2010. I have done mostly volunteering work. I've had my family members help me out for most of these years. Yes, it is pathetic. Yes, I'm sure the trolls can't wait to sit there and, oh, you're a loser, fuck you. You know, I said, you are probably worse than me. You are worse than me. If you have the time to comment on my stuff, you have the time to do nothing, I guess. Because real people who are actually busy, who are better than me, who are busy doing their actual jobs, don't have time to go to my channel. They don't have time to sit there and make comments, or of any kind, positive or negative. But for those of you who are not too busy and you have the time to see my stuff, this is where I'm at right now. Ooh, well, didn't do so well, did I? Now this one's Vermin. Let's get us in focus, please. Now, Vermin, you're supposed to, what is it? An exterminator. It's not easy finding work. It's not easy finding work. So many people have lost their jobs because of the COVID. So many people have lost purpose because of COVID. So many people have died. And what you just want to do is you just want to get back into things. It's been difficult for me to get back into things at all. I volunteered for the last 7 years. I went back to school. When I didn't get any further in jobs, in government jobs, I went back to school and I went back to college to study American Sign Language and Japanese language. Why didn't I stay through it? Because I had no peers and I had no friends. And it's not what you know, it's who you know. You can be the smartest person on the planet and you can have a lot of skills. But if people don't like you because of the way you dress, because of your hair, because of your voice, because of your face, or some materialistic shitty reason, some sort of high school clique that works against you, they will never hire you. So there's no point then. So, you get better and better as time goes on here. You get your skills, mad skills. So I worked in fast food and I worked in warehousing. Warehousing was my first job, way, way back in the 2000s. I worked in Sears and Roebuck warehousing doing heavy lifting, pulling pallet jacks. Oh, shit. This is harder than it looks. Obviously, these moles move faster as you eliminate more. So I'm up to 60. These were the first games before the Game Boy, before the Game Boy Advance, before the DS, 3DS, and the Nintendo Switch. Back then, you had a Nintendo Color TV 6. And you didn't have the Famicom just yet. You had 3 years of gaming before. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's exit that. So let's try another one. Now, whether you're a construction worker going up dodging barrels, or you're a fumigator, or you're a chef, or you're a manhole cover guy, whatever your job is, it's hard labor, blue collar, white collar. Oh, okay, I'm not paying attention. Jump button, because he's Jumpman. They try to say that this is Jumpman and not Mario, because Mario is not, he's not really 40 years old, when we clearly know he is. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to change the perspective. So for me, when I try to find work, I used to hustle like crazy. I used to hustle all the time, look for work every day, look for work twice a day, go through the newspapers. Because back in those days, we didn't have internet. Oh, got hit by damn barrel up there. So I used to hustle like crazy in my late teens and early 20s. But I just stuck to school and getting good grades. I hated the unemployment office. Okay, so I have to jump for that hook over there. Oh, I cracked my crown. How about that? One guy left. Let's see. I can do this. I have the Jenga game where you're supposed to move the Jenga blocks. Oh, let's try one more for old time's sake, for old humor's sake. And as I got older, well, I got my bachelor's degree in computer animation and in fine arts. Okay? But it was in TV and film or radio TV broadcasting. So I was the only person in my college who majored in radio TV broadcasting but minored in animation and didn't get me anywhere. Oh. Oh, so you have to hit that switch on top. So I'm going to try from this little screen here because it's originally a dual screen. You see? So there's me at the bottom. These were the first games. They used overlays. They didn't use actual graphics. Here you're seeing actual dot pixel graphics because this is the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance. So they didn't use, oh, okay, here we go. Oh, shit. This is harder than it looks, isn't it? This is harder than Zelda. So I try to find the jobs that are meaningful to me. So when I got out of four-year college, I have an Associate of Arts degree, a Bachelor of Arts degree, and you say, well, yeah, well, it's easy, just get a job. No, dumbass, you just can't do that. My dad told me one time you had to get, all you had to do is get that piece of paper, and that's it. All you need is your diploma. Oh, how do I miss that? Okay. Let's try helmet. Easy one. No. But just because you can get a diploma, I was going to try to do the classic one, but we're stuck doing the modern one. So obviously the objective here is to go from left to right, avoid the hammers, avoid all the obstacle courses to get through. So it's not easy. It's not easy to try to find work once you have your diploma. Because, like, for me, I studied Cinema 4D XL. And just because I studied something that seemed cool doesn't mean that I was going to, like, retain that knowledge. And then they wanted me for that. Because if you recall, when they made CGI movies, they used Maya. We weren't taught Maya in our Cal State University. We were taught Cinema 4D XL, which was obsolete by today's standards. So I got cheated. There are some colleges that just cheat you. They just rob you. They want your money. They'll give you a diploma, but that doesn't mean you can do anything with it. I'm not exactly proud of my diplomas. I'm proud of my high school diploma, so I don't have to take a GED test. But what does it mean then? What does it mean when you're trying to get out there in the real world, like I did after four-year college and get a serious job? So I went out there and I interned as in a sort of a child's talent agency in Hollywood. So it's a talent agency for child actors. Most of the people there are very narcissistic, self-absorbed. Professional, yes, they are professional, but they're very self-absorbed people. Very full of themselves. Because once you take away their ability to do their job, they're not very nice people, and they're not very grateful. So I stayed for 8 months. I got attacked by Armenian gang members because they thought I demolished their car or dented their car, when it was like a couple of $100 worth of damage, and they were just like trying to harass me for money for it. So eventually, 8 months later, I left that internship. It wasn't even a paid internship. Like, what was the point of interning at a place where your boss doesn't appreciate you? So that was 2003. Then I did the Sears and Roebuck warehouse job in '05. Then I did the what is it? I did the McDonald's Togo stuff in '06. Oh, I got hit. So you have to wait for that door to open, just like the Mario version there. They put the Mario character so that you can immediately buy into this stuff. Oh, that door is closed, and if that door opens, I'm fucked. Oh, I fail at my job here. My job is just to dodge these damn things. There's a store by me called Mario's Glass Panes, or Glass and Plumbing. I forget what it's called. And I made up a joke that it's Mario's store, and that the objective is to you have a guy on the roof toss glass panes at you, and you have to collect them all. If you miss 3 times, you lose your job, or you fail the interview. But who would toss glass panes over the roof? Yeah, anybody can play these games. The Game & Watch games are very simple. Yes, there was a Super Mario Brothers one. No, I didn't buy it. I didn't really care to. I just didn't need it. I don't want every limited edition thing that exists. I'm 40. I'm almost 43 years old. My birthday's coming up on Memorial Day. I just, as time goes on, there are things I don't really need anymore, man. Oh, but I got hit there. Okay. So as long as I stay there, I'm safe. So I went from job to job all through the years. And then I went back to school, couldn't find any peers in American Sign Language or Japanese language. Went into volunteering, was not motivated to join the army or anything like that. Okay. Patience, and I'll get there. Open, you stupid fucking door. Okay. So eventually I did the enumerator job for Census Bureau. Let's try one more time. And basically you're going from house to house, door to door, and taking census. And this is all for seats in the Senate to make important lawmaking decisions. But you're supposed to read some other information off a cue card. And I hate reading off of cue cards. Because when you read off of cue cards, you're fake as fuck. You're not yourself. You're not genuine. So I went from shitty job. If you ever read a book called Bernie Mac, You May Never Cry Again, or you can get the audiobook. And Bernie Mac, before he was a comedian, he passed away in '08. But when he was not famous yet, he was doing shitty jobs. And that's kind of my life. I was doing shitty job to shitty job. The trick is not to impulsively go out that door. Oh, there's the doors open. But am I going to get there? Nope. Not going to get there yet. Oh, that was it. So what else did I do? So I went from volunteering, and then the pandemic happened, so now I'm back to job hunting again. Oh, I was quicker than that stupid wrench. I only have a few actual Game & Watch ones. One is pinball. The other one is... What was the other one? Mickey Mouse. Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse. Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's see what else we got. Parachute. Let's do parachute. Now the objective here is to save all the people before the shark. So you're a boatman here. So these Game & Watch characters are just like people getting jobs. You know, this is your job. Your job is to rescue somebody. Your job is to cover the manholes. Your job is to rescue people out of burning buildings onto a parachute or onto a gurney, actually. Oh, I failed. I get deducted for that. No paycheck for me. So I'm looking up librarian jobs. I even applied for dog washing job. I mean, that's how desperate I am. But I didn't want to be so desperate as to go back and do the exact same things I did before. But I do want to do something a little bit better. Because as I told you, I'm entitled to a little bit better. You know what I mean? Entitlements, though, have an expiration date. Meaning, like, you're, yes, you're entitled to some rewards in your life because you work for them. But at some point, times change, companies change hands, technology evolves, there's new medications, new corporations buy old corporations, and your entitlement is expired. And now you're going to have to do something else. Go with the flow, or no. It's not as easy as it looks, doesn't it? It just really isn't. Oh, fuckerific. Retry. I mean, the helicopter just shoots them out. How many people are in that damn helicopter, right? If there were more than 100 people, because you can go on forever, right? Basically, in all these Game & Watch games, you go up to 100, and then it slows down again. So, I mean, if you made it to 100, you're really good at what you're doing here. So, yeah, oh shit. Shark ate him. So all I'm really doing is moving the left to right and then pressing buttons if I need to. So I have all the games, you know, I have all kinds of games. I have games as complex as Fallout and Hellblade, and simple as this, or Atari. Oh, you bastard. Stop beating people. Stop eating the people. So when am I looking for work? Mondays and Thursdays. And so what I do is I go through Indeed.com. I'll go through governmentjobs.com. I'll look around my city and my state. We'll do one more here. And then maybe we'll do Donkey Kong to finish it off. Or the modern Donkey Kong to finish it off. What kind of jobs have you all looked for? Have you lost your job as a result of the pandemic, the lockdowns? Maybe you're in a red state and it doesn't matter. But for those of us who are in blue states and we're stuck, you know, what are we going to do? So when I do the Zoom meeting tomorrow, it's very similar to the Zoom meetings I've done in the last couple of months, in which human resources will ask you tough questions, and you have to answer quickly, and you have to answer professionally. And you want to make sure you don't talk bad about past jobs or past bosses, even if they were completely wrong and you were right. You don't want to do that. I think the strangest, stupidest question I was ever asked was, if you could be a traffic sign, what kind of traffic sign would you be? I think I answered traffic light. This is for Parks and Recreation leader. So twice a week, I've applied. I had a job interview for Dollar Store too. Dollar Store, I applied for Goodwill. I've applied for Family Dollar. What is it? Big Lots. Tutoring. I'm very good at math. Oh, shit. Juggling. So in every job, you have to make sure that you say as little as you can, okay? When you do get that job, you be on your best behavior. You can ask how much you're getting paid within the week, and then just keep a low profile, okay? Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about events that could be affected by politics. You can talk about Star Wars, maybe. Talk about dogs and cats. Talk about, I don't know, sports. Just something that's general, you know. Let the coworker do most of the talking. That's the thing, because they're going to hang themselves. He or she will hang his or herself by talking too much, and you just want to nod your head about it. You don't want to deal with being the guy that. Oh. All right, let's end with Donkey Kong. So we have Donkey Kong Modern. I'm going on easy. Uh-oh. So it's a similar. You got to rescue Peach here. Oh, you fucking little bastard. So it's just like the other game, but it's using... Oh, I'm not even paying attention anymore, am I? You got to pay attention to your job. You got to make sure you're doing everything right. You got to check those boxes, cross those T's, dot those I's. See, he throws everything. Mario's got shitty moves. So all I can tell you is that whatever job you want to do, make sure it's true to who you are, and make sure it's better than the last job. Now, some of you have family members, you have wife and kids, and some of you are stuck. For those of you who are not stuck, I wish you the best of luck and try to find better. I know I have to tomorrow. Wish me luck in my Zoom interview, and we'll see what happens. Until then, Donkey Kong.